Let's hope I did my math right. And let's hope this is not an electrical panel. Oh my God. And it's March. Time really does just keep on moving, huh? Over a month here in Sweden, and I finally have a kitchen table. Yes, the household staples are coming together, albeit slowly, because of my insistence on 3D printing as much as I possibly can. Even the table was up for debate because, I could technically 3D print one. That's why there's no chairs, but a chair collapsing is one thing. A kitchen table collapsing would maybe be a minor disaster. So concessions have been made, but I have been living quite sparingly and I expect to continue doing so. I mean, that's kind of the Swedish way, not doing anything to excess, just what you need, just lagom. So I've got a little tiny 4-seater kitchen table. I bought it secondhand, but it is still an IKEA item, so I am not betraying my brand loyalty to IKEA just yet. And for the past 5 or 6 weeks, I've just been eating hunched over on the kitchen bar, so this will be nice. Still no chairs, but we're getting there. Now, while there doesn't seem to be too much progress here in the kitchen from my last video, I do assure you that I have been taking some strides to becoming a true resident of Sweden. So, in today's video, I'm gonna talk a little bit about what's happened over the past few weeks and answer some of the questions that y'all asked in my last videos. By the way, I am so overwhelmed by the amount of responses and interest based on those videos, so it's awesome to have so many people watching, especially a lot of locals here in Sweden. Viewer participation just makes this whole journey that much sweeter. Okay. All right. Kitchen table built. Achievement unlocked. It would have been funny if this just collapsed right now. No. Here's a quick look at the exterior of the house, now completely free of snow. And take a look at this beautiful evening sky. Wowzers. Anyways, a few of you mentioned a warning light in my boiler room. So that just validates my decision to show y'all every little square millimeter of my home. Let's see if I can figure that out. Oh, indeed. Filter alarm. Ooh. This little room is warmer than the rest of my house. Maybe I should just sleep in here. Oh yeah, it's a bit dirty. That should do it for now. I swear I'll do a better job later. And we're good. Check this out. This is a big one. Look at that. They just keep going. These geese, they sound pretty goofy, but sometimes in the middle of the night, it's kind of an eerie sound. Anyways, thanks. Y'all helped me fix a problem with my house, so I think that officially makes y'all part owners. You're somewhat invested in this property now. Why, hello again. It's Devin here with Skapa Alt. It's been 3 weeks about that I've been in Sweden now, so as you can see, I'm getting a lot of packages. I've got my first 3D printer running here. Super excited about that. And I also got a car. Ta-da! Oh yeah, this is my new baby. Well, used, but new to me and probably the nicest car I've owned. A plug-in hybrid for one thing. I still don't have a bank account here, but with my sister's help, I was able to buy this car. And by now, I did get my person number, which is basically an identity number here in Sweden that you need to do just about anything. And 2 days ago, I got my Swedish cell phone number too. So I'm well on my way. The snow's been coming down again in the last couple of days. quite a bit, and apparently the roads are a bit hairy right now, but, well, I gotta go pick up a package. So the reason these videos are coming out a bit delayed is because I'm still building my PC. I put it together and it's not starting up, so something's broken, and I'm ordering parts to figure out what's wrong. So I'm off to the Spell Boutique where I can pick up my package. Unlike the good old US Postal Service, not everything gets delivered to my doorstep here. You know, trade-offs. But yeah, this is gonna be a test driving on the snowy roads. I wish I had a dash cam because it's already been quite an adventure. Just the other day, a beautiful fox crossed in front of me on the highway. Luckily not too close, so I didn't skid out or anything, but it's the second fox I've seen driving through here, and the snow is just beautiful. Maybe not great to drive on though, so I'm obviously not gonna film while I'm driving now. Just wish me luck. All right, got my package. The drive was not too bad. I'm gonna walk to the mailbox just to show you that the road is quite caked in snow, but it really wasn't too bad. No ice, at least. I've got fresh winter tires, so I didn't lose any traction. But, whoa. More slippery walking than driving. Gotta get my paper. Looks like we got hacked by Russia. Who says small towns aren't interesting? All right, here is the mess that is my computer room. Let's see if we can get that thing running today. All right, well, the good news is the PC is running. The bad news is that means it was my CPU that was fried. And that's pretty much the most expensive component of the ones I was troubleshooting. And also, it's pretty unusual that that is what would get messed up from traveling on the flight, so I don't know if it was just a bust to begin with, or if it was the flight, or if somehow it got some electrostatic shock while I was installing it. Honestly, none of those things are especially likely, considering the care I put into things, but here we are. This is the CPU I bought to test out the rest of the parts, and it's pretty much the cheapest one that runs with the fancy motherboard and very fancy graphics card that I have, so not sure how well it'll work. So I still have to order another part, but at least I know the problem now. Oh boy. All right, it's a few days later and I have installed a new CPU. I've got my fan on there. Everything ready for a test boot, so it's the moment of truth. Oh yes, we got the yellow light. That's further than the other one got. I really think the last one might have been broken out of the box because it got the red light right away. It didn't get anywhere. Hallelujah, I've got a running PC with a proper CPU. It doesn't seem to be overheating. I think it's time to install it in the case. Such a huge relief to get this going. Maybe I'll get a desk soon too. I also started collecting some house plants, some greenery, and I've had this mirror for a minute, but only today did I borrow a stud finder, so it's going up. All right, well, I don't have any pencils, so I was just using little fruit stickers to mark my points. These were my ideal positions, but based on the stud finder, it looks like I have to go up here where these old holes were drilled. There's no studs on this whole half of the wall. So I could do some crazy math with diagonal mounting, but I think instead I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and move the mirror up 11 centimeters higher than I wanted to. I think it'll look okay. I'm gonna think about this a little bit longer. Well, I must admit I don't know a thing about ideal mirror placement. from like a design psychology perspective or anything, but I just have a feeling that 11 centimeters higher would be too high for this mirror. So I'm just gonna go with anchors. Anchors will make sure that this mirror does not come crashing down. Knock on, oh wait, no, there's no wood there. Maybe over here. Yeah, there we go. Just gonna double check here. Yeah, so apparently this is all wood. So I should not need an anchor there. That didn't feel like a stud. Can't go back on this big old hole, so let's hope I did my math right. And let's hope this is not an electrical panel. Oh my God. Oh my God. I actually did it. I blew my power. Wow. Well, that sucks. I almost saw it coming, but of course, didn't expect that. Yeah, I drilled straight into a power cable. Luckily, I didn't get electrocuted. I'm safe, so all things considered, I guess I should consider myself lucky. But now my whole unit is without power. I did make coffee first though, so there's that. Always gotta look at the bright side of things. Awesome. Awesome. Well, I turned off the main breaker, so I guess it's safe enough for me to butcher the wall and maybe learn something. Oh yeah, I love being a homeowner. I did not plan on murdering my house today. Always something new. How exciting. Oh. Insulation. Okay. Fun fact. This is the ideal shape to cut drywall to access an electrical failure. Look at that direct hit. What are the odds? Who could have ever guessed? Oh, that's right. Kind of makes sense. I'm on a roll this time. I feel my luck change. Actually, I have the small house with its own power. I should definitely move my food there. Whew. Just like that, I'm moving back into the small house. Just like my very first night here. What an exciting twist of fate. And well, I gotta count my blessings that I'm lucky enough to have a full backup unit with currently working power. I'm not gonna try to hang up any mirrors here tonight. Another shout out to the commenters out there who were warning about turning off the radiator, or at least having it too low. The temperature in here was about 5 degrees Celsius, and I read online that 13 is a good range to keep pipes from freezing. So luckily I turned this up just a few days ago, and now it's livable in here at 12.5 degrees. I don't know if it's still the glow of being in a new country after 6 weeks, but I'm weirdly completely unfazed by this situation. I can acknowledge that it's a bit annoying, but it's also an experience and kind of fun. Living back in the Attefallhus again, like my first day. I've got a completely full fridge with beer, so that also helps with the optimism. Let's be real. This is the most full my fridge has been. Luckily, I managed to pack it in the mini fridge here. But I have food. I have warmth, light, sheets, a bed to sleep in. So, you know, I really can't complain. I guess that's my lesson for this video. Again, a lesson in appreciation. Having less sometimes makes you feel exactly how much you do have. Also, another lesson I'm giving myself tonight is to go easy on myself, because it was a bit of a stroke of bad luck, but also a bit silly. I mean, I literally called it a moment before I drilled into that electrical cable, so, you know, I feel a bit silly. Rather than beat myself up, I'm gonna have an easy night. I'm gonna chill up there. I have some TV shows downloaded on my laptop that I can watch. I've got beer. I'm gonna make a day out of it, or at least a night. And then tomorrow, I'm gonna deal with fixing that. All right, it's the next day. Still got a weird hole in my wall. And while I'm waiting on advice on fixing that, I'm gonna keep drilling holes in other walls. Can't repeat the same mistake twice, right? Notice how I barely drill through this time? Not the unnecessary deep drilling beyond the drywall. I'm learning things. Oh yeah, I'm a pro at this now. You know, on second hand, the mirror being 11 centimeters higher doesn't sound too bad. Might be kind of nice. What gaping hole? All I see is a beautiful round mirror. So, due to some unexpected events in this video, I think I'm going to leave it as is, and I'll go ahead and do the question and answer segment in its own dedicated video pretty soon. The weather is looking great this week, so maybe we'll go on another hike while I answer your questions. Thanks again for everyone who's been participating and asking questions and just leaving advice, telling me all the things I'm doing wrong. It's genuinely appreciated. Thanks for following along with my scrappy vlogs. I'll continue improving them as we go along. So make sure you're subscribed if you want to keep following me on this journey. Like the video to help spread it to other people who might be interested. Again, having you along for the journey just makes it that much more fun. So thanks. Ha en bra dag, och vi ses in the next video.